Has anybody seen the, oh my God, Keith riding the horse cock?
Seen it?
I shouldn't have gotten it in the Discord. Uh,
Where's that?
Where is that at?
and the how to get strong training class is good.
Oh man. All right. Oh, that's probably enough something or another we can put in the pre-show. Shout out to Keith and the Horsecock.
Honk, honk. Honk, honk.
Welcome back to the Unpaid and Underrated podcast. It is episode 112. And if you didn't know, this is a podcast. It's by crew. It's for crew. Sometimes, occasionally, on the rare occasion, we're mocked by the crew, but not very often. But every once in a while, maybe. And you might have noticed that I said it's by crew. And you might say, Big Nate, what's that mean? Also, it's Big Nate here, by the way. Big Keith here, by the way, and Big Joey here, by the way, all within one vessel. It's like the trinity of unpaid and underrated. But the by crew is very important this week because we have a gaggle of silly geese with us tonight. Joey and Keith, they're off gallivanting in the streets of Kentucky, I think, concerned about whether or not to pack pants. And so tonight or this morning, whenever you're listening all over the world, you'll have a different crew. We've got one Big Chris. Tell him hello, Big Chris.
Hey guys, it's Big Chris.
We've got we got a Big Jen.
Hey guys, Big Jen here.
For the I don't know, like 200th time, we have a Big Matt.
What's going on, guys?
And we also have Big Katie here as well.
Hey guys, 2 chips in this cookie.
Yeah, this is a loaded cookie tonight. A loaded cookie. It's like one of those monster cookies. We've got M&Ms and all of the things because Matt's a white rapper. If you didn't know, we'll just dive right into this. All of the important questions here. You might be saying, "What are we doing today?" We don't know. None of us have prepared. Keith and Joey gave us the login. We're just going by the seat of our pants. So bear with us. We've got questions Keith said I'm supposed to ask. First question. Did anyone pack pants for tonight?
Yeah, sure.
Matt,
I think this is a no pants party.
No pants. Yeah. All right. No pants party tonight.
We're not doing pants, sir.
Okay. No pants. Listeners, never mind. What's everyone drinking? What do we got?
Don't all go first.
I've got the summer berry from the Fine Waterloo water source.
It's a fantastic seltzer. Big Jen, what are we drinking over there?
I got an Arnold Palmer half and half. Oh, you can't see it. In the Lift Hard, Live Easy koozie. I went for a red, white, and blue theme tonight, so I tried to wear and use as much red, white, and blue as I could.
Yeah, the age-old 4th of July is coming up here, so yep. It's good that you're in costume, in the spirit.
Yep.
Big Chris, do you have a drink named after you or a sandwich named after you for tonight? Something big, special?
I do have a Polar Black Cherry, but I also have a beer in my Silly and Strong Hawk koozie.
Hawk? Oh, I thought you said Hulk. And I was like, Hulk. Did they do a Marvel collab? I didn't know they had that kind of money.
I didn't know that was a goose.
Yeah. Who would have thought? I wonder if that goose packed pants. Big Matt, what kind of fancy smanchy beer are you drinking over there?
How did you know? So as I lift this double IPA off my Massonomics Forstall Mad Coaster, it is a brewery called Age Right Theory out here, and it is a hazy double IPA called Sacrifice of the Damned, and it is absolutely fantastic. And after that, because I don't want to get too, we got to draft it. I have a nice passion fruit HT Trader sparkling water, which is absolutely delicious, and it's a lot cheaper than the bootleg.
Man. And Matt, do you also by chance have a Samsung dryer around?
How did you know?
Ah,
Can you cut that out in post?
I sure can't. It'll just be there forever. Matt, are you moving around a picnic basket?
No, that's my cooler that I keep down here to put my drinks in.
It looked like you just had a picnic basket, like a nice little wicker basket.
Prepared.
That was my
Oh, okay,
my,
I see
my
it
lunch
now.
pail, my Arctic cooler there. Yeah.
My Arctic cooler.
I was like,
You know what? Don't stop.
it would be legendary if you just had a nice wicker basket that you kept everything in.
Maybe I will.
You need one. What's everyone wearing tonight? We already went over the nether regions. How's upstairs doing?
Okay. Yeah. I'll go. I'm wearing natural for life because it is the most red, white, and blue I could get.
Perfect.
Mine's,
And America's natural for life or something like that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I have the weight is a number, heavy is a feeling. The old school one shirt on.
Because after a barbecue, you feel really heavy. That's why.
It's
I
true.
went for the nice summer color lifting department shirt in whatever the mint or island reef. Maybe is
Seafoam
what
green.
it's called.
Dude, they're just
Yeah,
making up
basically.
colors at this point. They're just random word noun generator and with no sense of anything. None of that makes any sense. I can't keep track. I can't even see color. Matt, what are you wearing?
So seeing as though we are just over 3 weeks away, Classic, I decided to break out first meat shirt from the first LaFar Leasy Classic.
Wow.
And yeah, man, looking forward to heading to Western Northeast South Dakota and seeing all you folks and having a good time. It's gonna be, I can't wait.
Sounds exciting. I'd love to be invited someday.
You'd have to
I'm
be
gonna
a real
meet you one
person to
day.
attend.
Yeah, if you were real.
Yeah, if I was real. Tom's going to do a great job tonight.
I was going to say, I'm shocked Tom's letting you do this.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what Tom would let me do. And then myself, I said this in the pre-show that may or may not make it. I had to constantly remind myself that I was doing a podcast tonight. And I just so happened to put on Massonomics related apparel this morning. So lucky me. I'm wearing a blast from the past. Matt had this on Instagram. I saw it recently. The Discord crew branded Lift Evil Massonomics collab shirt, the first crew exclusive piece of merch out that exists, is a very exciting thing. I believe
Did Kevin even get that on the spreadsheet?
I don't know.
We have to verify that with Kevin.
I thought
shirt.
is his? Oh no, he does have a shirt spreadsheet. I was thinking of his Venn diagram.
Venn diagram, yeah.
But that's a different thing. Charts and graphs.
Yeah, we're gonna have to reach out to our charts and graphs department and figure that
out. Yeah. Is that staffed? Do we still have a budget for that?
I think we actually tripled the budget from last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's
Right.
good.
That was
Definitely
recently,
triple.
wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. We tripled.
we should have prepared a nice little roll call for Keith because he said he missed the roll call on the OK podcast last week. Was that in the show? Maybe that was not in the show. I think it was in the show. It wasn't?
No, it wasn't. He was talking about how he did.
Yep.
Okay. Joey's shaking his head yet no, but everyone else was you're muted, Joey. Suck it. I don't know how to get you unmuted. I don't know how to do this thing. Hey, look.
How about that? There you go.
Joey showed up.
I was like, I'm not even here. What are you talking about? Like,
It looks like you're ready to host the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just here to watch my baby for a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure we get to bed all nice. Will you tuck us in?
Actually, our charts and graphs department is going to be, unfortunately, sorry guys, filled by AI soon.
Ah, shoot.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a job.
Yeah, it's much cheaper and easier, but we get to keep Nate.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Bringing me back.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Anyway, now I just wanted to jump in, say hi, give a bit of a listen. Not my episode, not my rodeo, not my clowns, but I just wanted to say hi. I love all of you. Thank you so much for filling in today. I'll stick around for a few minutes, but ultimately, yeah, this is your episode. Jen looks so mad. She's just like, this fucking guy showed up.
I just want to know if you'll lay in bed and listen to the entire episode like Keith did that one time.
I'll just, I should too. The bed's right there.
Yeah.
Just like this is a very long cord. Just lay there the whole time.
Yeah, and I want I want your mic directly in front of your face. Not that you'll ever use it, but I just want it there.
Mine's actually plugged in though, so it's probably worth more.
Yeah, that's true.
You also have to take pictures of yourself under the covers.
Yep. Matt, what microphone are you using? You sound so far away.
Should probably put a little closer to my face. How about that?
There we go. How about that? How about that? Yeah.
How about that?
How about that? All right. I'll go back on mute and just listen in.
You better.
Yeah. If I find something funny to say, I won't say it. Bye.
And that was a word from our sponsor, Joey. Use code Joey where all codes are accepted for beards off your order or something like that. Lift bearded. Lift Joey, lift DILF. That's his tagline if you didn't know. Anyway, we have another important segment that we have to hit before we do anything else so Keith doesn't shoot me in my sleep. For legal purposes, that is a joke. What did we think about last week's episode? There was a digital resistance, a rise, maybe a fall. How did we feel?
I think the episode was fantastic. That being said, I think that the price that these companies are charging for these things is like comically offensive. Like I can understand, like not even 1,000, especially when you start talking about, oh, what is this going to replace? Nothing. They came to the conclusion, like, yeah, like you're still going to have your cable tower. You're going to do all these things. Like, yeah, it'd be a cool little thing to have, but for $2,200 or whatever it is, $2,400, whatever it was, like, it's like, do you actually expect people to pay for this? And I understand people who are influencers in the sphere are going to be getting them and showing them off, but I don't understand how everybody can say, like, yeah, I'm going to $2,000 for this thing that has very limited use. And I don't get it. Same thing with the tonal. I'm almost offended that people are actually selling these things.
Dude, when they said that the tonal was like $700 a year on the subscription afterward, I was like
$4,800 or whatever it was.
It's like, that's crazy. But I also love everyone that crapped on the tonal is like, Voltra's incredible. It's like, it's not the same thing.
Is it?
It's not the same thing. It's all just magnets when you think about it.
Brother.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
They just made it a lot smaller.
Tiny tonal. Look at him. He's so cute.
Yeah. Dude, we could probably get some people really fired up if we start calling the Vulture the tiny tonal. We could, yeah, that'll be our, we'll take that to the home gym Facebook group or whatever. Wonder if anyone packed a Vultra, tried to fly with it to home gym con.
You know there's going to be.
As long as they didn't pack pants, they probably would.
Yeah, you'd have room.
Keith will have it in his cargo pants.
I'd love for someone to have just like a little sling, like a little bag, and just pull a Vultra out. Just
not only does it fit under the bed, this one fits under the pillow.
Yes. You could use it as a pillow. It's like the perfect size. Could snuggle up next to it.
The podcast episode was good. The guys are always good, but the best part about this week was when Big Choby wrote in the Discord that I'm going to get rid of all my rocks. I'm going to get rid of all of my plates, all my barbells. Hey guys, come over so I can all hang around and pull this little string around. It's the best.
I'm going to get rid of all my rocks. Yeah. I think anybody else got some thoughts on this week's episode?
There's never any small amount of puke talk I won't take, but I'll give it 5 out of 5 overpriced tonals.
Yeah, underpriced, honestly. The Volt? You mean the tiny tonal or the regular tonal?
We'll go with tiny tonal.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a deal at that point. You can't afford not to. Yeah, the puke talk was really interesting because Tanner has a lot of children, and I didn't puke for many years, and then I had children, and I've puked a lot, and I'm just really proud of Tanner being able to get through all of that, because I'd probably never puke the rest of my life if I didn't have these little children that make us puke. Is really like the key solution there.
It definitely made me think back to when I actually was my last time. It's been about 9 years.
Lucky duck. It's just, yeah, man.
That one was drinking induced.
Yeah. I've got some puke stories just as well as poop stories, but we don't have time to get into that.
Oh, sure. I definitely do.
Nah. We'll save that for another time. We've got food to discuss. Katie, you got any thoughts you need to get off your head, out of your head, off your chest, out of your heart?
What they say, the vulture resistance is like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
A cat?
There's a cat. There's a cat. There's a cat.
Big Pepper making another appearance on Unpaid and Underrated because it's right around dinner time. I got 200 pounds of resistance off the Facebook Marketplace for $180 a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So I did enjoy the discussion in the episode, so I'll give it 5 out of 5 weight GPTs.
I haven't used that yet.
It's good.
It's good. If it is AI, do you think it could get the weights wrong then? So I've heard large language models aren't good at math. I'd be a little nervous to use one of these, in all honesty.
Only if it hates you.
Oh.
All right, I'm out. I'm out. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Bye.
Bye.
Joey's got to get all his jokes out.
I don't have any.
That
jokes are funny. I don't do those.
That's not true.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Wait, if AI is going to become self-aware, it would have its own vested interest in keeping humanity weak for the eventual takeover. So I think they probably end up, absolutely, they'd fuck up the weights intentionally just to keep us weak so that way we can't get strong. So yeah, another reason.
Would it make the weights too heavy so you hurt yourself?
Little column A, little column B.
Yeah.
Start declining. It would start declining the weights to weaken them. And then it would skyrocket them and just destroy everyone. In all honesty, if you're using these technology systems, you're supporting a world in which robots take over and you die.
Agreed.
And so if you want to stand against the robotic resistance, you need to buy Strength Co plates.
Yeah, we're all basically Kyle Reese. If you have Strength Co plates, you're basically Kyle Reese.
Yeah, that I've always said that. Yeah, I'll never stop.
I've heard you say that many times.
I've always said that. Whoever Kyle is.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Huh? What?
Who?
Glazesearch.com. Use code Joey for 10% off your search.
So you can search movies like Terminator and find out who Kyle Reese is.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not.
Give it a 7 out of 10 because you... Anyway, all right. I'm not going to rip on Keith.
Okay. Hi, Keith.
I'm going to wait until I see him in person. Please.
One interesting thing I noticed, I was looking at the podcast page for the podcast of this week, the episode 481 is Digital Resistance, the Future of Home Gyms, and the thumbnail they have on the episode has a different episode number. So, what a wild world! Just gonna call them out now. They need to get their stuff straight. Tommy, if you ever listen to this, you screwed up. Episode 479 in the thumbnail, episode 481 in the title. What are we doing? Let's be professionals. Come on.
They don't have a Tom to take care of them.
Who messes up episode numbers, guys? Seriously. It's a rookie move.
Surely not this podcast.
Yeah, rookie move. All right. We got one last question that we have to get to. Keith wants to know if anyone is packing pants for Home Gym Con. And I want to know, is anyone packing pants for the Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic? It's coming up soon. It's a few weeks away. Are we going to pack pants, everyone? That's a hot topic of discussion.
Tanner doesn't get his yard sprayed.
Okay.
I was going to say, I was actually going to pack even shorter shorts for this occasion, but you do bring up a good point about the mosquitoes.
You got to watch out for the skeeters.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them. Pick you up and take you away in the northeast south.
You don't want to get stolen.
Dogs. No, you don't want to get stolen.
And they've been extremely bad this year, even where I'm at. So I can't even imagine how bad it's going to be up there.
Have any of you guys tried the bucket with the non-toxic little donuts that supposedly kill all the larvae. Have you guys done any of that in your yard?
No, I haven't done that.
I haven't.
Try it. It's been surprisingly effective. I don't know if that's just because, well, no, we've been rained like a mother effer. And so we should have mosquitoes all over the place. But for some reason, my backyard is good. And that's the first time we've done it. So
Are donuts toxic typically?
not like Dunkin' Donuts donuts. But
Oh.
like they're in donut shape.
Oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
you put in the toilet or in the
You
urinals.
yeah.
Okay. You putting urinal
like,
cakes
you
in
know,
your
like-
yard?
Like water like you get from the toilet.
Yeah. Huh. Matt uses Dunkin' Donuts to get rid of mosquitoes. This is crazy.
I'm sorry. It's Taurus shaped. All right.
What?
There you go.
Tourist?
Oh
Taurus.
God.
Yeah, it's Taurus.
Taurus? Like
It's a
the
Taurus.
Ford?
The bull?
Turtle?
No, not
Ford.
a Taurus. A Taurus. like a shape, like a Taurus.
I think.
Jesus
Like the
Christ.
zodiac sign?
Yeah.
No.
That's
Taurus.
like the Ford Taurus?
No, Ford.
It's-
freestyle.
Taurus. Yeah, Ford Taurus. Huh. I don't know where you find.
You put a Ford Taurus in the bucket and it kills all the mosquitoes.
I don't
There you go.
understand how you
Done.
find urinal cakes that are shaped like Ford Tauruses, but good for you. I'm glad that you did that, Matt. I hope Tanner gets some of those for this summer.
I think Matt should just pack singlets for the entire weekend.
Yeah, that would be great. If you had a different, that's like some Juji Mufu stuff where you have just a different singlet for like every phase of the day. Yeah. I'm so down for that.
Stop giving me ideas.
I'm so down for
I
that.
already have outfit ideas from previous conversations I've had with people, and I can't alter. I've already got like
There's already things in motion.
There's 30 things in motion. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, a Taurus shape, like a donut.
Yes.
Well, then just say donut, you idiot.
Well, I did, and then you guys accused me of putting, Boston cream in my water bucket in my backyard.
Oh, man, I got to get some different podcast hosts. All right.
I'm hosting. I'm a guest.
Well, I don't know what any of this is. I think we're all guests. Joey was here and he left, so now it's just the inmates running the asylum. All right. We've got I guess we have to do an ad read for Massonomics. I didn't plan anything because also I just forgot we were doing this. And I don't even know what we're doing. But I just want to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Massonomics. And you might say, Nathan, Big Nate, Tom, what's Massonomics? And I'd say, I have no clue. I was thinking about that. It's really everything and nothing all at the same time. It's a podcast. It's a lifestyle. It's a brand. And in 3 weeks, you might have seen a billboard in your local town. Maybe you haven't. If you live in Aberdeen, you have. If you don't, maybe you've seen it online. But there's a special event coming up soon, and we'd love to see you there. If you have the opportunity to hop on a plane, a car, a horse, even maybe a motorcycle, a little street bike like our good friend Gary likes to ride, or our friend Matt, if you want to hop on a big old cargo bike and ride across the ocean.
Other Matt.
Other Matt. Yeah, not this Matt. This Matt rides donuts or whatever.
Get 80 miles to the gallon on this hog.
Yeah. If you'd be so kind, join us out in Aberdeen, South Dakota for the Lift Hard, Live Easy, where the lifting will be hard, the living will be easy, and we'll never know what Matt's going to wear. So thank you for Massonomics for hosting a whole event that Keith could create a podcast for so that he could know the people that he was going to meet at the event. Thank you, Massonomics. And I don't have a soundboard tonight, so
I was looking forward to the half one.
Man.
we don't have any horns. We don't have any disturbed turkeys. I've really failed everyone. But what we do have is we have a draft. If you've made it this far and you're still listening and you're still like, man, I was waiting for this title topic. Are they going to interview somebody? Are they going to fight to the death? Well, let me tell you, what we're going to do is we're going to have a draft. And you might say, what's a draft? Well, we're not having any sort of draft. We're having a snake draft. You might say, is it venomous? Venomous? Absolutely not. It's completely safe. You get bit by this thing, you'll be fine. You'll be walking the next day. But what you will be is having the time of your life enjoying this draft. And what you might say, what are we drafting? the World War III is coming. Is it related to war? And I'd say, no, don't worry too much. This is a non-violent draft, non-war related. It is in celebration. This episode will come out the Tuesday before the 4th of July. And 4th of July means cookouts. It means barbecue. It means hanging with the friends and the family and doing stuff. We don't want to discuss future picks, but there's a lot of opportunities to do things on the 4th of July, and we want to talk about those things. And so today we're going to be drafting the best cookout / barbecue. And there might be discussion on what a cookout is and what a barbecue is. And I don't think we have time for that. That's an episode Keith can come on and he can tell us what the right answer is, because he's from West Virginia and I'm sure he has the correct opinion. But we're going to draft the best cookout, the best barbecue. And we have 5 categories for our lovely guests, including myself as lovely, to choose from. The categories are, everyone will choose 1 protein, 1 side, 1 drink, 1 dessert, and 1 miscellaneous. And that can include anything. It doesn't have to be out of the other categories. It can be anything that you think might need to be included to have a great thing. So if you think maybe an extra protein, you can go for it. If you think maybe a blimp, it's all you. Whatever you think you need. So we're going to go through. I've got a wheel. We're going to pick the order, and then we'll dive right in. And everyone keep notes at home, because you're going to have to vote on your favorite little draft here. Who picked the best lineup? And the winner is going to get to choose an outfit for Matt to wear at the Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic weekend. So make sure you don't pick Matt to win, because you don't want him to pick the outfit. All right, let's find out who's picking their position first. Our good friend the wheel says, Big Jen, you are first.
Oh, gosh.
To pick your position. Do you want to pick first? Do you want to pick second, third, fourth, fifth?
I will go third.
Third. A great choice. A great choice. All right. Let's spin that wheel. I really should have done something.
Is there a wheel?
There's a wheel, I promise. I super duper promise. All right, I'm next up. There is a wheel.
Shocker.
I'm gonna pick fourth. Because I'm afraid to go early, because I feel like I'm not as qualified as some others on this board. All right, next up, Big Katie. What's it gonna be?
I pick last.
Last. All right. It's between
Let's go, Dammies. Let's go.
Let's see. Big Matt, you get to choose.
I will yield first position to Mr. Damager.
Ooh, what a gentleman.
Strategic.
Chris.
So I'm going first, huh?
And Matt. All right, so our draft order is Chris, Matt, Jen, Nathan, Katie. And then after the first round, we will snake back. Katie will have a second pick immediately, and we will snake back and forth until we have made 25 selections to create a lineup of the perfect cookout, the best cookout, the most wonderful cookout. All right, Chris, your time starts now. This is the first pick of the draft. Huge moment.
So honestly, the most important thing has to be the protein, because without that, you're not going to have a cookout or a barbecue. So I have my druthers about a brisket, but I'm not going to go into that. So we're going to do, I'm going to keep it simple. I'll go a nice big pork shoulder for some pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
Good pick.
Pork shoulder. Any choice on preference on druthers on the, just, it's not necessarily part of your pick, but preparation. What's
what kind of rub we doing? We doing a binder?
Tell me about your rubs there, Chris.
What's going on, man?
Oh, you're just going to dry rub it? and then throw it in the smoker for a while. This way, you just don't have to really worry about it when you can get all your other stuff done. So you can set up while that's on the smoker. Then when it's done, you just pull the thing out and then shred it up, and you're good to go.
All right.
And like I said, I won't go brisket because, as Matt knows, you don't know if it's going to be done on time.
I have a fix for that.
Cook it the night before.
Take that for number
You
one.
start the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you eating it with buns, or you just putting a pile of meat on your plate?
Probably have a bunch of different buns and cheeses out there, and then you can put cheese and sliders and regular buns, and everybody would just make them themselves and put them out there. Do a nice big, whatever else that's called.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah,
That thing. I've never had
No.
cheese on shredded pork
Self-serve.
ever.
Yeah.
You've never?
Never.
The pan
Yeah, I'm
out.
from Wisconsin, and no.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
Cheese, you
I'm
wouldn't put
with
cheese
Katie
on
on this one.
pork?
It's always
I put pickles on a pulled pork sandwich.
There you go.
Pickles and pork is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
I
sure
mean,
about
if
cheese
it's
though.
regular pulled pork, I'd do broccoli Robinson provolone.
interesting. There's always cheese. My family does pork. There's always cheese sitting out.
I'm not saying the second day I'll make a pulled pork quesadilla, but not the
Nachos.
first day.
The leftover options.
Yes.
That's a whole nother draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the best thing to give you the best next day?
That's the second poll. Whose draft makes the best leftovers?
Who leads to the best second day? All right, Matt. Second pick of the draft.
I thought I was giving you brisket, but
I'd give it to you.
you gave it right to me. Yeah. So I've been very fortunate. The whole reason I got into doing this whole thing was because I went to my wife's friend's house, and her husband was getting popular enough on Instagram to the point where like companies were sending him free stuff for barbecue, and she's like, "Why don't you have this as one of your hobbies?" Like, okay. And so I started doing a show thereafter, and trying to figure out brisket ever since. And I think I finally got like what works for me and my setup. And like Chris said, the key is doing it the night before. Sucks going to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. But basically finish it, you put it in a hot hold, and by the time everybody comes over 3 o'clock or whatever, it's been basically in a hot hold for like 12 hours. I used to do, try out different binders and rubs and things like that, but just good old salt, pepper, garlic, doing a dry brine the night before, putting it in the fridge, getting it nice and getting that skin nice and the outside real nice. And just I have just a little setup in my Weber kettle, and I just do half, brisket, basically put some charcoal in there, some hardwood, and then I kind of smoke it that way. And I've been trying to convince the missus that I should get an actual smoker. But she's like, no, this is good, and we're not going to be making more than 15 pounds of brisket at one time. So
that's what you think.
Kind of,
you never know how much you need.
I guess start inviting some more people over, have more leftovers. That's the other part.
There you go.
Second day.
So, yeah, brisket's definitely going to be it, especially, it sucks when you first kind of do the first couple times because people are trying to be nice. Like, yeah, this is really good. This isn't dry at all. And you totally know what you're doing. And then you actually start, after a while, you get a little more efficient at it. It actually starts to taste really fucking good. Yep. So, yeah, it's brisket.
Brisket off the board.
Yeah.
Taken. What a first couple rounds. This is crazy. Need a wild card up in here. All right,
What's
Jen
gonna pick next?
All right. So I'm going to take us a different route because I think there's a lot of proteins that are good. So I struggled with the side dishes. So I want to get my side dish in the bank.
Wait, we can go out of order?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He said, oh
no.
That doesn't understand how drafts work whatsoever. You always have to draft a quarterback.
Category.
No.
All right. I'm sorry.
This draft strategy is blown.
Oh, I ruined everything.
Man.
Damn it.
All those paper notes didn't help him at all.
Analog.
When Matt said he didn't prepare whatsoever, he wasn't wrong.
All right, so I struggle with the side dishes. I mean, I love side dishes, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick sweet corn, and because I'm from Iowa, you gotta have Iowa sweet corn. If you guys haven't had it, you're missing out. But it's even the best when you're at a barbecue. You have the butter on the cob, and like the butter's like rolling down your forearms. That's the best. That's the kind of sweet corn I'm talking about.
So roasted, not boiled.
Yeah, you could have it either way. It kind of tastes the same if you do it in the husk on the grill as boiled. Kind of the same, but we do it in the grill on the husk, in the husk.
Put the butter then in between the kernels and the husk.
Oh no,
while
no.
you're
After
roasting
you peel it. After you peel it, then you
Ooh,
use
put the
that
butter
little...
in before.
At what point do you rub it on your arms? I'm confused.
Don't you guys have that little curvy thing that like rubs the butter on after you're done?
I know what you're talking about.
I got a couple curvy things.
How'd you know that it curves?
Then you put those sticky things in the end and like... Oh, also, how do you guys eat your corn? Do you go typewriter or do you do around?
Yeah, I turn it, rotate it.
I roll it too.
Typewriter feels wrong.
Have you guys ever boiled the corn and then threw it in a cooler so then it could sit there all day?
No.
Yeah, we do cooler corn. So you kind of boil it, get it ready, and then you take it, dump it in a cooler, put it outside, and you just open the cooler and grab one out, and it stays hot all day.
Man, I might just do that every morning. I might just keep one of the like Matt has his cooler of drinks. I might just keep a cooler of corn next to my desk while I'm working. I think that'd be incredible to have in an office. Is just, oh, this is my corn cooler.
You refer to HR real fast.
Just
it's doing, but it's scary.
Why does he have so much corn?
Yeah. Just keeps doing it.
I'm bringing out the corn cooler at work next week. That's for sure. There's one thing I know. Hey, it's 4th of July, everyone. Gather around the corn cooler. Let's have our daily stand-up meeting.
You go bobbing for corn instead of apples.
Yes. Yeah. There's so many options.
That's too Midwest. That's too much.
Nothing that could get us in trouble. Man. Yeah. The sweet corn. Good first pick, Jen. I'm on 4th round. I'm really between a couple things. I think the miscellaneous category is so open, I can probably wait on that one. But the side dishes, I feel like I have the ultimate side dish that can't be beaten. It's similar to sweet corn, but it's even better. And my side dish is the side hot dog, because no one ever just is like, all I want is a hot dog, but everyone always is like, oh, hot dogs? Yeah, I want one of those. And I feel like it's the greatest side dish, because it's so like, you go back, you're like, I'm still a little hungry. I don't know if I want to commit to a whole like pulled pork slider or a whole thing, but man, that hot dog looks awesome. Here in Akron, Ohio, we got a local meat place. Dumas used to work there. It's a meat cutter for a while. They have we call them Duma dogs. Suckers are a quarter pound, just like the big old snappy crunch of a hot dog. Gigantic dogs, dude. No curves, straight as an arrow, just beefy sons of guns. But yeah, side hot dog, easily.
Side hot dog.
The best side dish. Which I'm really like, what can I make Jen the most mad about not picking as a side dish for her to be morally opposed to but I think side hot dog is where it's at.
I argue you because it's pretty true. A side hot dog.
You always get one.
Yeah. It's something like with the bun or without.
Because you see a hot dog and you're like, I can't pass that up. Like, it's fantastic. But you're like, I don't want to no one's only eating hot dogs unless you're like 6. So it's a no-brainer.
My son's girlfriend freaking loves hot dogs. So
that's good.
Like every summer, we'll just say, "Hey, it's hot dog night. We'll grill."
It's hot dog night. That's all you eat. You just hot dogs for the whole family.
Yeah, like a pack of buns and a pack of hot dogs, and I go sit by the
Man,
fire and have hot dogs. So it's just a joke in our family with her.
wow. Have you shown her the hot dogs to go song?
I have not. I don't even know that I know it.
There's some kids going viral. He made a parody of I'm gonna say it wrong, but that's our nature in unpaid and underrated. Chapel Rowan, whatever it is. Her hot to go. Some kid wrote a song called Hot Dogs to Go. And the chorus is like HOTDOGS, hot dogs are the stinking best. Kids love it. My children just walk around the house singing about how hot dogs are the stinking best, and it's pretty funny. So it might be your new favorite song by chance. But
okay, I'll check it out.
Side hot dog, pick number 4 on the draft. Big Katie coming around to the curve on the snake, not to be confused with the curve for Jen's corn. What's it gonna be?
So I'm going to take the tube meats. As much as I like smoking meats in the summer, sometimes you just got to fire up the charcoal grill, throw a couple brats on there, but you might eat a couple Polish sausages, a couple Italians, some hot dogs. So I'm going to take tube meats.
Tubed meats.
That's what she said.
That's as your protein. That's a great choice. Yeah. But a lot of variety.
Yep. Sometimes you need a hot Hungarian on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're at a baseball game in a parking lot. You got a charcoal grill. And then the tube meats go racing after the 6th inning if you're in Milwaukee. So,
man, I feel like tube meats should almost be illegal, but I'll allow it because it's so brilliant. I'll let it slide. Tubed meats.
I'll let it slide. So I only had one of the tube meats listed.
You're gonna let the tube meat slide. That just doesn't sound.
It sounds great.
13, Jen. Come on.
Sounds great. I'd love a sliding tube meat.
So to go with my tube meats, I'm gonna need some beans. So I got baked beans.
Oh,
baked.
Good choice. I didn't even have baked beans on the list, Katie.
Beans and weenies, Jen. Beans and weenies.
Didn't even think about it.
Franklin Beans.
Man, I
do love a good beanie weenie.
Yeah, you love a good tubed bean. That's what I always say.
It's naughty. I'm not even trying to be naughty. I really do like beanie weenies.
That's something.
This week on Unpaid and Underrated, dick jokes.
Yeah, Keith's gonna love this episode.
Completely different.
Yeah.
I poor Ella, my son's girlfriend. I'm talking about hot dogs.
Yeah, when you say, "Oh, we have hot dog," my son's girlfriend loves hot dogs. Like, you need to talk to your. I'm done.
He's talking about big street hot dogs.
They're in their late teens. What do you? I did what I could. I had to raise them right, so hopefully they're making good choices.
Man, the baked beans and tubed meats. Pick 5, pick 6. Man, that's tough. Any details on the baked bean choice? Is there a go-to choice there?
It's got to have bacon. You got to be able to find that little treasure of bacon preserved in the sugary sauce somewhere in the baked beans. If you're getting real fancy, you maybe have smoked a pork shoulder recently. That can go in the beans. Little meat in the beans never hurts anyone. But
I've always said that.
That is good.
Now I'm kind of I'm not a baked beans guy personally. What's the rule there? I feel like Jen probably has a hard stance on how you're allowed to make baked beans, but is that a from the can or is that always homemade?
I'm going to ride the line. They can start from a can, but you have to add things. Like you have to add like ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, brown sugar, like all the things, bacon, pork, whatever.
Okay.
But your base can be a can.
So
Ain't nobody got time to like boil beans and make.
What a pressure cooker's for, Jen.
So you're.
And you gotta get the goddamn pressure cooker out.
That could be a bomb. You never know. So you got to be careful with those things.
That's true. Kate, if you have a recipe, I'll try it. But I'm also lazy. I'm like the homemade cook.
Oh no, we do a lot of times, like if we're cooking brats, no, it's out of a can straight. Sometimes it's Bush's, sometimes it's another brand. Only every once in a while do the beans come from scratch around here.
All right.
That's where I was curious because around these parts, I only ever see just a can of Bush's that gets heated up. So I didn't know if there was an upper echelon of like this is the baked bean way. I wanted to clarify that for the listeners at home as to what they're getting with their baked bean pick.
There's no artisanal Bush's, basically.
Yeah.
Equivalent.
Do they make a double IPA Bush's beans?
I was going to say like a Whole Foods version of Bush's.
Yeah. This can is $16. What are they putting in here?
Yeah, but it's raised by indigenous people.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I guess
I always think of that little piece of fat though that's in like the baked beans. That's gross.
You don't eat it, but it provides flavor for the rest of the beans.
Okay, well.
You gotta flavor all the beans, Jen.
Is it really? Because it's just a little thing.
Hey.
Is it doing anything?
Hey, there it goes again, Jen. just asking for it at this point. All right. Pick number 7 on the board. It comes back to me, and I gotta be honest, I was not prepared at all to immediately come back around. But I guess this is how that works. I got to think Cookout. Proteins are going to start moving quick. I'm getting nervous. It's a toss-up for me as to what the right answer here is. But I really feel like you can't go wrong at a Cookout. You got a lot of people coming. How are you going to keep up? How are you going to make sure everyone gets fed? How are you going to make sure everything's done on time? That's an important part, right? I think the number one protein option for a Cookout, you want to have a great Cookout, you cook some burgers. You get burgers, so many varieties. You can throw cheese on there. You cannot throw cheese on there. You can get pickle. You can get anything. You can go crazy.
Cheese.
You can, if you want to be fancy, you can do little smash burger situations on like a little griddle situation. You can do them on a grill. You can cook them in the oven if you're a freak. Like there's an infinite number of options with the hamburger.
Wait, talking about a Cookout and a barbecue, and you're gonna do them in the oven?
Hey, listen, some people don't have grills. I spent a year without a grill because I'm cheap, and I was cooking burgers inside, and that was terrible.
Hey,
not in the oven.
I heard that your dad is pretty good at cooking stuff outside. And
yes. Should he
crafty enough to do that? So you should be able to.
I should have used a trash can to cook my hamburgers. You're right, yes. Jen. Such a mistake. Yes. But yeah, hamburgers. I mean, I love a burger. And you know what goes great with a hamburger? You're sitting on a plate. You're like, I got this great burger. You just throw a hot dog on there. You don't even need a bun. You're like, I'd feel bad about having a second bun. You just eat it straight. You just suck it all down. Like you don't even have to chew
you really
it.
Don't even have to cook it.
Yeah. 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 Right. That's exactly it. My favorite of the tube meats, obviously, in the tube meat family. But yeah, hamburger, can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Well, shoot.
Hey, Jen, you got to be quick.
No, that's all right. So now I have my protein is safe, right? So I should move on.
Yeah, there is only one protein left.
Oh dear. Okay.
Or one spot left. So yeah, the draft strategy at this point.
Yeah, so I got to go for something else then. So, all right. I think I'm going to do the dessert. And this is tough because I think there's some good ones. But I think I'll be safe with this one. I don't think you guys would want this.
That's a great way to pick a draft. I don't think anyone's going to want this. No, this is my pick.
No, sorry. Maybe I should have said I don't think you guys might have it on your list. But it's really good. So I'm going to go with homemade ice cream. And I'm going to talk about the story. So I think we're all of the age where we remember like the tub outside that has like the crank.
Yes.
Well, my grandpa had an aqua green one, almost like Katie's shirt, seafoam green. And I remember him like it literally had the crank. Like he had to use his arm to crank it. He'd put eggs and sugar and whatever, and it was the best ice cream ever. And then when I got older, then I took over, but I got an automatic. So I didn't have to do the cranking anymore. But still did it outside, still did it with like the rock salt. That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
You guys familiar?
I have a very vivid memory of sitting on my grandparents' porch in Indiana, watching a thunderstorm roll in, cranking ice cream on the porch, and then one of the trees like behind the house across the street got hit by lightning, and we got to see the fire department come. But yeah, ice cream was
around
great.
Dang. That's crazy.
It is crazy, but the ice cream was good.
Yeah. It's an awesome opportunity. Now I'm gonna, as the draft, whatever I am, master, the master drafter, draft master. I will say, with that pick, ice cream of the dairy sort is off the table. Yeah,
I mean,
we're all in agreement. I'm just
Yeah,
What about tiramisu?
if
tiramisu
two
deal.
beats can be taken away, then yes.
Yeah, I
all
guess.
ice creams
Yeah.
have to be
So,
taken away.
but we will specify for the draft homemade ice cream. I've had it once in my life. It was awesome. It's a great visual as well. It's you can't beat homemade baked beans, homemade ice cream. It's all great until you get the little bit of fat in your homemade ice cream. What's it there for? Flavor or something?
There's more than a little bit of fat in your homemade ice cream.
Yeah. I hate when you get that. All right, man. Now I want some ice cream.
Me too.
Matt, what's it going to be? Now, Matt, you do understand how this works, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I got it.
Okay. Matt's going to pick just another protein.
Like 95%. I can't do that.
No, you can do whatever you want. Matt, you know what? Do whatever you want.
So I'm actually going to move over to sides. And I'm going to go with mac and cheese, but not just any mac and cheese. I'm going to go with the Costco mac and cheese.
Okay.
And it is absolutely delicious. It's easy to do. You throw it in the oven for like 45 minutes, and boom, you got the perfect side. Yeah, you get your fatty, thick side to go with your fatty, thick brisket, and that way everybody wants to go to bed 15 minutes later. Delicious.
Did you mention the lasagna you get from Costco? A take and bake lasagna? Is that what you said?
No.
It's the mac and cheese, my guy. It's delicious.
My mistake.
You don't have it?
No, this is a callback to Joey and lasagna.
You don't smoke it? Not even for a little bit?
Dude, my brother, I was going to say that. My brother smoked mac and cheese for Mother's Day this year. And it was the best. I ate so much mac and cheese. It was the best mac and cheese I've ever had in my life. Like we had steak, Hasselback potatoes, and smoked mac and cheese, and it was like the greatest day of my life. I like just sat and ate potatoes and mac and cheese for hours on end.
So my wife is a big cheese person, and I'm holding the smoked cheese thing in my back pocket for when she's like really mad at me, and I'm just like waiting to do that. Like, babe, by the way, you know this Havarti cheese is over here, and then she'll love me again. So,
you haven't done it yet?
No, I haven't done it. I'm holding it in my back pocket.
Oh man,
here's the thing: like
they turn out amazing.
If I just give my wife all of my awesomeness at once, then she's not going to appreciate it.
Can't handle it.
So I have to meter it out. And like every once in a while, and you got to hold something in your back pocket too, when she's like, you did something like, and then like, oh, by the way, I did this to me. So I'm really holding smoked cheese in my back pocket.
Have you done at least cream cheese or not even that?
We're working.
All right. So there's a couple things you can have in your back pocket.
She might be listening.
She's gonna get all your secrets, Matt. I'll make sure she doesn't listen to this episode. I'll block her IP address.
Listen to this episode. Are you kidding me?
I'll block her IP.
Oh God, no shit.
I don't. I don't even eat cheddar cheese, and I've made a smoked mac and cheese.
Oh.
I'm told it was good. I have no idea.
It's great. It's my favorite thing. All right. Mac and cheese off the board, preferably
Oh, man.
Costco. Not smoked because we're saving that in case our wife
Man,
gets mad at us.
No, not if.
When, yeah. There it is. That's it. Big Chris, pick number 10.
Going for a drink, we're going beer.
Ah,
Damn it.
Variety.
the whole thing.
The whole
All
thing.
the beers.
All of the beers.
Son of a bitch.
I did specify my beer. I said lawnmower beer. So because
That's
barbecue,
simple.
you need one that you can you won't make you full. You can drink a bunch of them.
That's what I was going to say. Keep it light. Some Miller Lights, some Coors Lights, things like that. Something you can just mow the lawn in when it's hot and drink it all day.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, like a nice hazy double IPA. Right, Matt?
Nice and light.
Yeah, nice and light.
Something you can't see through.
Or a Rasputin stout, like just something real light.
It's like motor oil, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Beer off the board. Huge take. A whole category. Man, you'd hate to see that go. Now we're on the corn curve right now. What's pick number 11 there, Chris?
So I'm gonna have to explain this one, but it's broccoli salad for a side.
Yeah.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, you know.
Tell us how you make it.
So I have to make this every time we have barbecue, and it is two heads of broccoli, bacon, cheddar cheese. You put mayo, vinegar, and sugar together and mix it all up. That's the sauce, and then I put craisins in it, and it's awesome.
It is a good side. I love that side. Can't go wrong.
I mean, you can by not picking up a hot dog.
Side hot dog.
Yeah. Side hot dog. Yeah.
Side hot dog, pocket dog for later, whatever you're feeling.
Dude, there's a picture of me. I'll have to find it for maybe the thumbnail or something. I'm pretty sure there have been many things, but when I was...
We've seen it, Nate. We saw your hot dog.
No, not that picture. Easy. Jen, you need to...
young boy.
Jen, you need to take a breath, okay? You're coming on a little too strong tonight. Just take a breather. Take a lap. There's a picture of me with just a hot dog in like my pocket, my shirt pocket. At work one time. Yeah. Hot dogs are great.
Did I say there's bacon in there? Did I say that?
Bacon in the broccoli.
It has to have bacon in it.
Yeah, there is bacon in there.
Craisins.
I never put craisins. We always put raisins, but I'll have to try the craisins next time.
The craisins a little twist. It's good.
Spicy.
Katie, did you have a Rafi reference there earlier?
Did you say Rocky or broccoli?
No, Rafi.
Oh. I don't know.
No, Katie? No.
Crickets.
Yep, I don't know, but it's possible.
Pocket dog?
I did say pocket dog, yeah.
But it's not from Rafi from the league?
It probably is. That's probably where I got it from. Yeah.
You just don't know. Was there a pocket dog? I don't remember.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
while he was taking a shit.
Oh.
He was pulling him out of his pocket and he was offering him up to his brother-in-law. He's like, "Here, what are you doing?"
Rafi, man.
I believe it was a bit of a running gag, too. It happened a couple times.
Yes, when they're in the library, when they first met Dirty Randy. Yep.
The historian over here.
Mostly just pop culture references, and by that I mean several TV shows.
I wonder if Keith ever puts hot dogs in his cargo pants.
Dude.
You know he has.
I got to check in on the Discord. I need to know if people are packing pants or not. Need to figure out.
It said mostly shorts.
Mostly sports. All right, Matt, it's back to you. After beer is off the board, you've got drink, dessert, miscellaneous you can choose from.
For dessert, can I do more beer?
You could do a dessert beer. I'll allow it.
Dessert beer? Well, actually, I have something better than that.
Okay.
But I was more of a joke than, but I mean that's a good thing too. But I'm actually gonna go with cigars. What?
That's great.
Doesn't it have to be a food? Do we say it had to be a food?
I think that's a great choice. I love
miscellaneous too.
What's that?
I said it could be miscellaneous too.
Hey, it could fit as a side dish, honestly, at this point.
I mean,
Main
Whatever you
protein.
utility player, really. I mean,
This
Where
is
you
why
wanna
you
put it?
don't ask about the rules in the rules meeting.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
If it's
exactly
not
it.
explicitly stated, it's legal.
Yeah. You're
Also, it's a tube, so
yeah, does a cigar count as a tubed meat? I'm not sure.
depends on how you smoke it.
Alec thing so far.
Is a cigar technically vegetarian though? Because it's a leaf?
Technically,
So it couldn't go under protein. I guess we'll
unless you got some nice little chunks of beef, pork fat in there.
Yeah, you know, I always hate
a little bit of pork fat.
I always
in there,
hate when I'm
get it.
smoking a cigar and I get a
Right
bit of pork fat in there. It's there for the flavor, man.
Ass flavor. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
can you
Come
at
on,
least
Jen.
make it like a swisher so that it smells like dessert?
Oh,
Damn it. Or pipe.
sweets are just no. Come on. Are we teenagers smoking in the back of a convenience store? We're not smoking Swisher Sweets. Knock it off.
Listen, with the jokes Jen's making, we might be teenagers. I don't know anymore.
I don't know. Immature dick humor.
Oh man, cigars for pick number 12 on desserts. You didn't see it coming. Didn't have it on my board. I wasn't prepared for that. Man.
Having 2025 bingo.
Yeah. Wasn't on my bingo card. All right, Jen, pick number 13. Where's it gonna land?
Tough because I thought we'd have a lot more in common. But now it's like me just picking out of my favorite thing because nothing's been taken. I think I'm gonna go with miscellaneous.
Okay.
I think because I think I have enough good drinks. I'm safe there. This is really tough. So I'm gonna be boring, and I'm gonna pick just sitting around the fire pit or the bonfire.
Boring?
Bonfire fire pit. That's not boring.
Yes.
That can be a lot of fun.
I just
It
crossed
is
that
a
out,
lot of
Jen,
fun.
because I had that too.
I think
And a
that's
lot of
good.
other good choices, but that's the one I'm going with. That's classic.
Pairs well
If
with
you got a
cigars, by
side
the way.
hot dog for
Yes,
later,
yes.
Yes.
you
Side
can
hot
put it
dogs,
on a
yeah.
stick and reheat it over the fire pit.
Or over Matt's cigar. You get a nice smoky flavor.
You can pull out your uncooked side hot dog and cook it.
I keep a pack in my back pocket.
Just jam a stick in it.
Oh, this is giving me so many ideas for the future. Side dog.
I feel like our honorable mention list is going to be really big.
We'll create a second draft. The worst cookout options. What don't you want to be there? Fire pit bonfire, great option. What's our take on the solo stove?
I got one. I love it.
Oh, I have a smokeless one, but it's not solo. I like it.
Good deal.
I have a baby one, but I never use it.
Like the really small one, like the tabletop one?
Yeah. But we always are using the big fire pit.
Are you for real? Like the one that's like 3 inches tall? Don't they have one?
It's like, I don't know. It's like it looks like size of a gallon milk, kind of that size.
What's is that just for cooking marshmallows inside or something?
Well, like if we have it in.
It's smokeless, Matt. It's fine.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how fire works.
What?
Well, feel free to try it. Just get your family out.
Okay. All right. Well, noted. It's like the smoke alarm. The smoke alarm doesn't go off, but the other alarm, the CO2 alarm, goes off when I do it. I don't. That thing.
Yeah, there's no two there.
Yeah, I don't know. What am I, a doctor?
Big science over here.
Yeah, I'm AI. We make mistakes sometimes. Solo stuff.
I didn't have any Taurus donuts for my backyard, so we have to use the real fire pit. You know, with the smoke, like keep the bugs away.
Keep the bug. Oh, added benefit.
Yeah.
Added benefit. When's the proper time, Jen, to start a fire? Do you have to wait for it to get dark? Do you start it immediately? Let it run the whole time? What's the
I feel like you should start it earlier.
What's that mean?
You get a nice base of coals, like before dark time.
Okay.
Get a nice base, and then you can roast your side weenies and your your marshmallows, whatever you're doing.
Yeah. It's a good answer.
Your beanie weenies.
My beanie weenies. All right. I guess it comes back around to me with pick number 14. A lot riding on this, I feel like. The ice cream pick, man, really threw my game off. I had some great things lined up. And I'm sitting in dessert. I'm between two. This is really tough. But I feel like there's lore around this. It's an important thing in history. It's a staple of the region I'm from in the U.S., which is the Midwest. But is it really a cookout? Is it really a shindig, a barbecue, if you don't have some scotcheroos
Aren't you from Ohio, though?
to share, which is part of the Midwest? You need some scotcheroos. You got to have them. A great treat. Everyone loves them.
That's not what I'm sucking my teeth at. I don't know. That's...
I like that.
Just kind of glancing over that, aren't we?
Glanced over what?
What indeed?
Yeah, you got to have a scotcheroo. I remember it being a huge ticket item in a certain cookout, hangout, barbecue situation in a certain mosquito-infested backyard.
Did you get his mother's recipe, though?
I did not.
Mm-hmm.
Did not.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to do my own research there. But yeah, I feel like a scotcheroo, great choice for a dessert, crowd pleaser. It's basically a casserole, so it's great. Hot dish, whatever you want to call it.
This draft is blowing my mind.
Listen,
not have scotcheroos on the list.
Hey, well, you can be wrong.
Melt outside.
I can be wrong.
Well, you just leave them right inside the sliding door. You walk in, grab them, smash one. You let it sit long enough to melt. Just eat it. Quit messing around.
I
Your side dog you can save for later. You eat the scotcheroo immediately.
Really throwing off Jen's interpretation of barbecue.
Listen.
Yeah, I think I was okay with. I for sure was okay with the side dog, and I just am not okay with the scotcheroo.
That's all right, Jen. You have your own draft. I'm picking what I think is the best.
Nobody can vote for Nate because of the scotcheroo.
Because scotcheroos are on there?
Yeah.
I think it's a key.
I don't know, but I think the only reason you'll win is the side dog.
Hey, listen, Jen, if you show up to a party and someone's got scotcheroos as a side dish, would you not be over the moon excited to eat one?
Well, depends. If they had a fire going, I'd be disappointed that we were just having scotcheroos.
Well, listen, you know what you can do with your scotcheroos, Jen, at your fire? You don't? You can go get 2 marshmallows. You can go get 2 marshmallows. You can roast them. You can smash 2 scotcheroos over your marshmallows. Great option.
That would be good.
The problem is you're just not creative enough. You're not creative enough. You need to. You're thinking in these boxes, and you need to leave the boxes. You're eating hot dogs on plates. I'm eating hot dogs in pockets. You're eating scotcheroos on their own. I'm making s'more scotcheroos. You do not have because you do not ask.
Rage baiting me.
You do not have because you do not ask.
To be fair, I did roast a Rice Krispie treat last time we had the hot dog fest. We roasted Rice Krispie.
Seems like you have a lot of things in common there.
I went to an engineering school in college, and we called it a hot dog fest too because it was mostly dudes.
Yes.
A sausage fest. I went to engineering school too.
I prefer a tubed meat fest personally, but that's just me. That's just
me. What if you weren't the chip? What were you? The mustard in college?
Ketchup? I don't know. Onions?
Yeah.
Pick your condiment.
Yeah. Love a good chocolate chip in my sausage. That's what I've always said. All right, Katie. Speaking of chocolate chips, pick number 15.
I'm going to take a drink. And since Chris already took beer, I'm going to take lemonade. And it can be lemonade with fruit in it, lemonade with whiskey in it, but it's going to be homemade and it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good pick.
So you said lemonade.
Good pick. unlike the scotcheroo.
Oh, geez. Relax there, Jen.
She said lemonade with whiskey. I've done lemonade with vodka. I've never done lemonade with whiskey.
Yeah, so actually we'll do lemonade, bourbon. And actually, if you muddle up a little bit of mint and basil in that, very good.
Doing all the things.
Sometimes we're fancy in the backyard.
Fancy.
Mint and basil. I don't even know what that is. Can you put that in a scotcheroo?
You want it to suck.
It's impossible.
A little mint scotcheroo.
Yeah. Lemonade.
Lemonade's a good choice.
It's a good choice. We hand squeezing.
The juicer, yeah, squeeze a little bit out at the end.
Yeah. Got it.
Gotta get every last drop.
Every drop. Lemonade and on your corn curve here, what are you picking as your 16th?
I'm gonna take my dessert.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna take
hopefully Jen approves
shortcake.
it. The strawberry shortcake.
Yes.
Strawberry season is just wrapping up here. We went picking last weekend, so it's hard to beat a fresh farmer's market or hand-picked strawberry.
Is that like apple picking? I've never been strawberry picking.
For real?
Yeah.
It's a lot closer to the ground.
Well,
Yes.
it's on the other side. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing.
Google it. You take your kids.
Yeah, I'd love that. Man.
Are you using angel food cake or pound cake?
So the favorite one I've done angel food cake, but the one I liked is a cornmeal biscuit situation.
Oh, okay. That's fancy.
Yeah, that's real fancy. That's above my pay grade.
I don't think I discriminate against a strawberry shortcake.
Nah.
It's definitely on my list.
Strawberry
Then you can make it
shortcake's
breakfast and
Well,
put the
it's
strawberries and
summer.
whipped cream on a pancake.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
it's a fantastic idea.
You can have a damn scotcheroo anytime, Nate. You can't have good strawberry shortcake.
You can have anything anytime, Jen. What are you talking about?
Not good.
You can have pizza on a bagel anytime if you really want. That could be a protein. Why don't you pick that?
True.
Hmm?
It could be 2 proteins according to mathematics.
Yeah.
That's true.
Man. I'm never going to hear the end of this. Jeez, Jen. Strawberry shortcake, pick number 16. Great choice.
Great choice.
Great choice. Highly approve. Fruity 2 picks there. Lemonade and strawberry shortcake. Good choice. I'm not the sweet side. All right.
All right. What do you got?
I'm stalling for time to decide. Man, Jen's making me just doubt everything I've done in my life. I had another pick that I think would have went over a lot better. Now I'm really just.
I think we're missing a couple for sure.
Man, I'm just doubting everything now. All right, pick number 17. I'm going to go miscellaneous. I had 3 written down. None of them have been picked. But I feel like 4th of July is coming up. And no party is really, no cookout, no barbecue is really great until you have just some dude breaking out fireworks and trying to blow everybody up. Yeah, put it in reverse. I think you want to have a good barbecue, you want to have a good cookout, you get some fireworks. What makes things better? Blowing stuff up, waking all the neighbors.
I can't believe it, Nate. You've gone and totally redeemed yourself.
I had illegal fireworks as my miscellaneous.
I have fireworks on my list as well.
Yes.
Not legal ones, though.
Yeah.
Not illegal fireworks.
Illegal. Homemade. Yeah, fireworks, they're great. They're great. My backyard has a lot of trees, not safe, but we've definitely done it. Don't like it. Scares me, but they're great.
Can I tell a quick?
You can tell as many stories as you want, Jen.
I was 9 months pregnant and I was on the night shift at the time. So I'd get off at like 2 a.m. But at the time, since I was 9 months pregnant, they let me get off at midnight. I come home and it's around the 4th of July and we're having a big party, but I had to work, of course. 9 months pregnant. I'm reminding you. I come home and our whole backyard is packed. People are shooting off fireworks left and right. The neighbor's barn is damn near on fire. I walk in the backyard. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And mind you, I had my son when the end of July. So in Iowa, it's like 900 degrees. I'm 400 pounds. I've just stood on my feet for 8 hours and these assholes are out there just shooting fireworks. So that was the only time where it has been so annoying to have fireworks at a barbecue. However,
fun police is here.
That day I was most certainly the fun police.
Yeah.
But we still talk about it.
My wife had a similar run-in being like ultra pregnant and coming home. We lived in like an apartment complex and the neighbor always had like one of the people, like it was like 4 spots and they would always like, there were like 4 apartments and then there were like 4 parking spots. And the one person they would always like steal our parking spots. And one night we came home and they had taken our parking spot, but then like parked down the road. Like there were just 1,000 cars. And my wife was so mad. And I was like, have at it. She's just like, and she's like, you're going to steal a pregnant woman's park. It's like the wrath of a very pregnant woman when they come home to a bad home it's a scary thing. I don't know if I've seen her that mad.
Did the car get moved?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was like,
yeah.
They moved the cars.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you could hear it because I think my noise suppression was on, but my dishwasher just went off and played similar tune to Matt's earlier.
Oh, my dryer went off, but we have an old dryer and it just buzzes incredibly loud, so that you can hear it all over the house, and it scares me every time. Hate it. No Samsung nice beep for me. All right, fireworks is off the board. Pick number 17 means we come back to Jen, or gin, however you prefer it. You've got the option. You could go with the drink. You could go with the protein. And now think about it, though. It matters. What do you think's more important?
Well, I think I'm going to go with the drink because I'm pretty sure my protein is okay. It's safe. But now I'm like looking at this list that none of you picked minus lemonade and lawnmower beer. So I'm trying to figure it out here. Trying to figure out if I should go alcohol or non-alcohol. Don't know what to do. Don't know if the voters are going to want alcohol. I feel like they are. All right. I'm going to pick a choice that nobody's even going to get, but I'm going to say it. So I am going to pick strip and go nakeds. Does anybody have had strip and go naked?
Strip and go nakeds?
Yeah. Sometimes it's
do you do that around the fireplace?
Oh, it's skinny dipping?
What? No, it's a drink.
I don't think it is, Jen. I think someone lied to you.
It is. Oh my gosh, it's so good, and we've had so much fun. So
can I Google that?
Yes, you can.
Not on your work phone.
Okay, so typically you buy like you have the big orange coolers, you know what I'm talking about? Like
the Gatorade coolers?
Yes, the Gatorade coolers.
Is it jungle juice? Is that what you're talking about?
No, but I may or may not have had that on my list. No, it's like lemonade concentrate, so frozen concentrate.
Yeah.
And then you like equal parts of beer and either Everclear or vodka with your concentrate. And it tastes just like lemonade. And it is dangerous.
So we used to make it.
Yeah.
Sorry. We used to make something called electric lemonade that was very similar to that. It was like Everclear, lemonade concentrate, and then like a bunch of fruit and stuff like that. So it didn't have any beer in it, but yeah.
Oh, the beer, like you think it sounds gross, but my gosh, it's so good. We usually use strawberry lemonade. It's so good.
That sounds.
The first result I find says easy way to measure. 1 can beer, 1 can frozen lemonade, 1 can water, 1 can vodka. I just want to know where these people are finding canned versions of all of these things, because I've never seen canned vodka in my life.
Those people aren't having fun either. Like, if you don't have,
Man.
We brought that out one time for our friend's 30th birthday, and let's just say there was, you want to talk about puke. There was a lot of puke in the garden that night. Not just mine, lots of people.
A lot of.
And it was so fun.
All right, strip and go naked. You thought that would land in the miscellaneous category, but apparently we're putting it into the dessert.
No drink.
Yeah, or the drink, whatever. Who's keeping track of this? Big Matt, pick number 19.
Pick number 19. I'm going to go with my drink, and although Mr. Damager had already taken my beer choice, I am actually going to go with something that has happened pretty frequently whenever I tell somebody I'm going to nice brisket. Somebody decides, like, all right, you spent a lot of money on this meat. I'm going to go ahead and not just bring the regular old domestic 6-pack. I'm going to buy them a bottle of something nice. So something that pairs well with the fire and the cigars, and that's a nice bourbon or a nice scotch to go along with those two activities. Because at the end of the night, everybody's just kind of winding down. It's nice to have a very good, neat whiskey and just kind of have some with your cigar.
With your cigar in the other hand.
I'm starting to see how this this draft goes. If we put this up blind, it'd be very difficult to figure out which ones was Matt, I'm sure.
Yeah, obviously.
Man. Yeah, brisket, mac and cheese, bourbon, and cigars must be someone else's.
My miscellaneous will be unique. Ish. Yeah, we'll see. You already took my illegal fireworks.
Yeah.
We'll get something.
That's like, I'd like to pick legal fireworks for 500.
Lame. Those like the little snakes. Come on. Get out of here.
Puppets.
Matt, do you go to Home Depot to build your fireworks?
Shh.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Noted. All right, bourbon and scotch off.
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Yep, there you go. All right, Chris, you're rounding out your draft here.
This is gonna be the last two picks.
Two picks for you.
This is where it gets tough. So still got dessert and then miscellaneous.
That's true. That is exactly what you have.
For desserts, I'm going cupcakes.
Okay.
Big homemade cupcakes. You can make a giant assortment of them if you want to go crazy. Jen's already got her face up.
You can have cupcakes at any time, Chris. Why would you ever pick that?
I don't want to have to put out cakes and big red velvet cakes. I just want to be able to go in, grab a cupcake, and leave.
True.
Flags with them.
You can do what?
Make a giant American flag.
That's true. That's true. You couldn't do that with a regular cake. It would be impossible to put a flag on one of those. They would have to be a lot of really small cakes to make a flag. You also could not just simply hang a flag. Yeah, that would also be impossible.
I mean, you could have all those things and be very good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Consideration to have.
Oh my God.
Cupcakes. Jen, are you upset?
I am a little
okay.
Get mad right now because I'll just save it for the last round.
Yeah. Chris, why didn't you pick a drink no one's ever heard of?
You guys could have got mad at me.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
we could never be mad at you, Jen, because we appreciate the things that you bring to the table. Okay, we don't want to put you down.
But I'm like, I don't really want a wet cake.
Wait, what? Say that again. What about your wet cake?
And I was going to say tres leches.
Oh, tres leches.
But not really just, a hot cake, a hot wet cake on a summer's day probably doesn't.
Jen probably would like that. We're probably all getting messed up. We need to go back to the drawing board. All right, Chris. Cupcakes. What are you pairing miscellaneously with your cupcakes?
So this is. Wish we had one more section to go through.
We don't.
But
That's the thing.
you cannot have a barbecue without a radio and some.
It's true.
I think Jen froze.
Yeah, Jen's frozen, which is great because I can't take her
That's the key.
coming at me anymore.
Oh no, she's gone.
She's gone.
That's great. We'll make her last pick for her.
It's made her that mad.
Yeah, she got that mad about I think radio.
Cupcakes, just put her over the edge.
Yeah, I had that on my list. I feel like some good music, some good tunes are key to a good party, to a good cookout.
Then there's like so many games you could have too, so it's kind of boring because now I don't have anything for anybody to do.
Well, you can sit around and listen to music.
This is exactly true, and you can dance to it.
You can dance. You have so many cupcakes. I'm sure you could do a lot with all of those. And you have beer. Chris, I don't really know what do you think people are going to complain?
Perfect party to me.
Yeah.
All right, tell me, since I'm in Iowa where it's storming and I had to leave, what'd you pick?
Oh, he picked more cupcakes. Pocket cupcake.
Whatever. What's on your list for miscellaneous? Because that's what I picked.
Oh yeah, he picked radio/music.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay, she'll allow it. You can move on, Chris. She'll let you pick that one.
That's way better than cupcakes.
What is wrong with cupcakes?
There's nothing wrong with it, Chris. Don't let her bully you. Don't let Jen. Jen thinks she can just come out here and mop the floor with us with her naked drinks and whatnot. We'll stand up to her. Don't worry. It'll all come out in the votes. They'll know the pocket dog is the true king.
It's true though. I know I'll lose. I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
You guys all have fun and sit and listen to music without a fire.
Hey, listen, I need that music. It's the key. It's the key. What's the go-to playlist? What's the consensus for music for a cookout?
I don't know. I go all over the place, so it doesn't really matter. But I think you're just gonna just throw on some random playlist that plays a little bit of everything.
Matt, do you bring the fog machine out for the cookout or and the lasers?
So I actually think that I started to develop a bit of a cough shortly after and I thought it was like, oh, it's like the wildfires going on. Like I have this bronchitis thing. I stopped using it. I'm like, oh, my cough went away. And I look at the package like, oh yeah, it's safe for human consumption, all that stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think the fog machine might not have been the best idea for an enclosed space where I'm huffing and puffing. And
you need some ventilation in there, man.
Yeah. So it's actually good now. I get the AC going constantly now that it's hot enough. So I turn the fog machine on for when I want to get the shot with the lasers going. And then by the time like that set's done, like the fog's kind of dissipated and like gone through the AC, everything, like now it's good. But yeah, when there's just stagnant air in the shed, there's not a whole lot of square footage of air in there. And so, yeah, it was probably not the best idea.
It's fantastic.
The things I go through for mediocre views on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's going through physical pain.
Next thing, you'll blow out a sensor on your camera with the lasers. You'll all go downhill.
Can't wait.
Well, Matt, speaking of lasers and fog, you have a miscellaneous choice here, and who knows what Matt's going to pick.
So, on this podcast, there's been a lot of cat stuff. I, for one, will not stand it. So, I will say for your miscellaneous activity, it's having dogs. Because while you're hanging around in the backyard, you can throw balls, fun, play with toys and everything like that. And they're a great source of entertainment for not only the adults, but the kids. And then when you're sitting by the fire, you're having your cigar and you're having your scotch, the dog just sits right next to you and he just puts his head on your lap and you get to pet him while you're smoking your cigar and you're drinking your drink. And that's the best part of the day. Your dog, oh, you're the best thing ever. Like, I know you're the best thing. And like, that's the best. I mean, how you can't do that with a cat.
That's true.
Come on.
Only Jen has a fire.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have a fire.
Maybe I don't have a fire. Maybe I just have.
He's got cigars.
Yeah, I got a small fire.
Got a lighter.
If you pile those together, it will make a fire.
Yeah. It's good enough.
Yeah,
if you drop an ash on your deck, eventually you'll have a fire. You don't put it out in time. So yeah, you'll be.
And I do that every weekend when we have a cookout. It's a vicious cycle. Dogs, not to be confused with the pocket dog.
No, definitely don't eat those.
Yeah,
don't put them in your pocket.
Yeah, don't put your dogs in your pockets. Bold choice, a dog.
That is a bold choice.
Yeah.
Better than cupcakes and scotcheroos.
I don't know. The dogs in my family always pop all the kids' balls. Like bring out a ball and just dogs run out from nowhere and just pop it and be like, well, guys, guess we're done playing. See you guys later.
Oh.
All right, Jen, pick 23.
All right, this is my last one, right? So
yeah, you finally get to tell us what protein is so good.
Big reveal.
All right, so I guess I need your help, but I guess if I have to pick one, so I'm gonna go.
That is the point of this draft, yeah, that you have to pick one. I'm gonna
go with steak.
Okay.
Because Katie picked tube meats, so I could totally just pick steak, and you could pick your cut, right? Let's say we're fancy and we allow you to.
Yeah, steak's fine. I'll allow that.
One. But for me, for my list, I'm gonna put a ribeye because that is the best cut. Love it.
Did you put your hand in your face? Chris?
You did the need for cupcakes.
How do you not like it? Have you ever had a good ribeye?
Yeah, I have. I'm just messing with you.
Listen, Jen, you can have a steak at any time. It doesn't need to be a cookout.
But it's usually cooked out, even if it's not at a cookout.
No, this is ridiculous. I won't stand for picking steaks for a cookout. It's so stupid. What do you?
I mean, when I say of the things that are on the list for the honorable mention, all of you are going to think, oh yeah, I'm stupid for picking
steaks at a cookout. You can have a steak anytime. You can reverse sear it in your house. It doesn't even need to be on a grill. Sous vide. Come on, Jen. This is ridiculous.
You can't sous vide a ribeye. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you want them to taste poopy, you got to have on the ribeye, the fat has to be grilled.
Well, yeah, that's
one of the best parts of the ribeye.
Someone needs to up their sous vide game. Come on, Jen. This is ridiculous. All right. All right, I'm going to figure out what I can pick to make Jen mad. I got to pick a drink.
Just water.
Water.
I don't have a lot of choices. I'm a very plain man when it comes to drinks. Oh man, this is tough. But I feel like this is a Massonomics sponsored event. This is the last drink on the board. I feel like we have to pick a seltzer. Like it would be wrong of me to not choose that. It would be out of character. And I know you can drink a seltzer at any time. Some people drink them at their desk. But I think it's a great choice.
With their corn.
Yeah, with their office corn, their corn cooler.
So are they warm?
Piping hot.
Piping hot
would be the proper way to drink those. I like to leave them right next to my fire pit with dogs and cigars. And get them nice and heated. I keep them in the cooler with the corn so that they also stay warm. But yeah, a good seltzer, and if you want, you know what? I make the rules. That can include alcoholic seltzers too. You know what? We'll just allow that. Katie got alcoholic lemonade. We can have a little alcoholic seltzer. No big deal. No problem. So yeah, seltzers, it's a great thing. Little carbonation. No one's ever upset in the modern age of millennials and whatnot. Who doesn't get excited to see a little fancy seltzer sitting out in the cooler? Spicy water.
Is there a certain flavor that you're going to pick? Just any old kind.
As of lately, I've really liked the bubbly pomegranate, blueberry pomegranate, whatever it is, the purple can. I really like that one. I think it's pretty tasty.
Okay. I'm not a big sparkling water fan, and I know Fresca's a little bit different, but they got me hooked on Fresca. So it's like the gateway sparkling water, I believe.
I think that, well, I don't know. If you start with that, you'd be like, what's a sparkling water would be like no good to you. It's like starting on meth and being like, here, have you tried weed? Like, I don't think it's a gateway at all. I think
then you're probably right, because I still hate.
I think you're hitting the hard stuff. That's like a real drink.
It is really good. Dang. And now I'm mad that they don't stock it at the work cooler. Get my own.
I have not had a Fresca in so long.
They're up in their game now. They're coming back, apparently.
They are good.
It's too much. It's too much for me.
Too much.
I had a friend that they'd bring them. They like them a lot. And I feel like there's too much going on. It's too sweet for me, but.
Because you started with hard stuff. So
I started with the easy stuff. I don't want to start with all that crazy Fresca stuff. Next thing I know, you're going to be drinking like real apple juice, like a wild person. Straight from the source. All right.
We did it.
No, we have not done it.
One more.
If you're keeping track, we have one pick left.
Shoot. That's true. So I am trying to actually keep track for you, Nate.
Well, I've already done it, so don't worry. Pick number 25, Big Katie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I didn't know what she picked.
And it's miscellaneous, and I have a lot of druthers and a lot of things on my list.
You have so many options.
I do. I think I'm going to have to go with what I had as number 1 on my miscellaneous list, which is cornhole or bags, depending on which part of the Midwest you are from. We need some yard games, or we're at a tailgate and we need to throw some bags. So that is my miscellaneous pick.
I love it.
It's the only yard game taken in the whole situation.
I had that on my list. It was a big one.
Yeah.
It was definitely on my list.
Cornhole for everyone to be like, I'm no good at it, but I guess I'll play. That old statement. Yeah.
So fun. And you can only play if you have a drink in your hand, because otherwise you're lopsided. So
yeah, you get off balance.
Yeah. What a game.
I do call it bags. What do you call it, Katie?
Bags or cornhole, either one.
I don't think I've ever. I mean, I know it's cornhole, but definitely bags.
Well, yeah. I was gonna reference the Midwest, but I don't want to make anyone upset. Nice. All right, hey, that's our draft. All right, I'll read off what we landed on here. Chris, we have Big Chris has pork shoulder, broccoli salad, beer, cupcakes, and radio/music. On that FM or AM situation. Big Matt, he's started off with a brisket, mac and cheese, bourbon, scotch, cigars, and dogs. There has never been anything that I've seen that's been more Matt in my life. That's fantastic. Big Jen picked steak, preferably a ribeye, sweet corn, strip and go naked, the drink, homemade ice cream, and a fire pit / bonfire with the friends. Big Nate, Big Keith here, by the way, picked burgers, a side hot dog, seltzers, scotcheroos, and fireworks. And Big Katie rounded us out with tubed meats, baked beans, lemonade, strawberry shortcake, and cornhole / bags, depending on where you're from in the Midwest. I did want to also note that you could, if you wanted to, at some point, shoot off a side dog with the fireworks. Just I wanted to get that out there. But congratulations, guys. You've made it to the end. Any honorable mentions? What are we missing, Jen? Tell us all of the things that we should have picked.
You know we're missing cottage cheese, right?
No, Greek yogurt, man.
Okay, I'm surprised that none of us picked. Well, it was third on my list for desserts, but s'mores. Nobody.
Yep, I had that.
Well, I don't have a fire, so.
Where's the
Use the grill.
Coleslaw, that was the one my wife.
Yeah. Potato salad, macaroni salad, coleslaw, all that stuff. Yeah, all the salads. I did have roasted vegetables too, because man, I love Just like when you guys are grilling and you throw on like a thing of a pan of roasted vegetables.
For cupcakes, you would have been happy, right?
You throw when people are grilling, you just throw on a couple extra hot dogs. I love when they do that.
Side for hot dogs.
Yeah.
I did feel bad. Okay, so I love strip. I wanted to go for alcohol and tell you guys about strip and go naked, but honestly, like good memory for me and a good barbecue always would have sun tea. I love sun tea. Like we always had jugs. My mom, my grandma, everybody always would have sun tea jugs sitting on the deck all day, and then have a nice cold glass of sun tea.
I don't know if I know what that is.
But you made it outside. My parents used to do it too.
Yeah. Or a beer Rita. That's another good one. Like it's almost like the strip and go naked, except it's the like lime concentrate with tequila and beer mixed all together.
All Massonomics would be cottage cheese, tomato beers. What else? The Scotch Brewers would have had to go with them.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It would have played just the Massonomics song, the 69 Chevy song, the song of the summer.
Yeah. Could have, would have. What proteins were we missing, Jen? That you said we.
I had 2 chickens on mine, so I like a good smoked chicken and I like a spatchcock chicken.
I had smoked chicken. I had pork chops and ribs too.
Yeah, ribs is a good barbecue choice. Too, yeah.
I had ribs. I feel like ribs are tricky though.
Even wings too. Wings you could have done.
Yeah. For one of the miscellaneous, I had badminton because we can get some serious badminton.
I have badminton on mine because we used to play it all the time in the backyard.
I had beer games for miscellaneous, like beer die, beer pong, Beirut, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's like things like that. Yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, we're 40, but we still feel young. We're going to do this in front of our kids. And scar them.
I had in the ice cream world. So for dessert, Jen, I just want you to know, I had a lot of things written down. I felt like Scotch Roos would have got a lot of praise given the lore and all of these things. I was met with much opposition. But I did have ice cream / like getting an ice cream truck to show up or having like an ice cream truck there. And then in that same vein, I was thinking having bomb pops or just like little like frozen weird ice.
But bomb pop is different. I had it as a separate. I did have that on my list.
I had popsicles on mine.
Yeah, popsicle. I actually had freezies on my list specifically, but you could have picked that.
I know I could have, but I thought Scotch Roos was the better choice, and I was met with much opposition, and I apologize.
Nobody wants to.
Better than cupcakes. I have to remember that now. I had rocket pops on mine.
Yeah, rocket pop, bomb pop.
Because we're specifically thinking. I guess when I think of barbecue, I think it's hot, and you want like a nice, cool treat.
Yeah, you're allowed to think what you want.
I had melon on my list too.
Oh, watermelons, yeah, that's always important. I also had frisbee was one of them, especially for Big Joey out there. He would have loved to have a frisbee at our cookout. And apparently we should have had trampoline on there as well for him. I know he's a big trampoline guy.
I did have lawn darts on my list for anybody that's ever got to
lawn darts.
Dude, wait, no, those weren't lawn darts. I actually put a regular dart through my foot one time, but that wasn't a lawn dart.
Lawn dart would have hurt.
Yeah, no, that was just a regular dart.
I had the big Jenga and wiffle ball on my.
Dude, I went on a tear with Giant Jenga a while ago. Love Giant.
And then there was one I had horseshoes on there, which I'm shocked nobody put.
Yeah, I had horseshoes. Yep.
How do we feel about bocce?
I like bocce.
Yeah, you gotta have a big enough yard.
Yeah. We used to play bocce indoors in my fraternity house in college when we were drunk. It did not end well. We had a big long hallway and we just played bocce.
Has anyone ever played a game called Quates?
Explain it.
It must be like it's like horseshoes, but it's made for small backyards, and you use basic. It's almost like washers, but there's a peg that comes up, and you're supposed to throw the washers over the peg or get it near it. And it's made, and they used to play it in like small backyards in like North Jersey. And
I've seen the ones where you like flip it on the string, but never.
Yeah, no, comes up out of the yard. You got red and black rings, and you're supposed to throw it as close as possible to the ring or get it on there. So it's like horseshoes, but it's like a smaller diameter.
It's also closed. It's not open. It's a circle.
It's
the Taurus.
Anybody have a Hammerschlagen for their miscellaneous?
No.
Like an Oktoberfest thing.
I don't know what that means. I'm uncultured.
It's you got like a stump and there's a bunch of nails and you got a hammer and you try to hammer in the nails.
Oh,
you're kind of drunk too, but yeah, it's.
You gotta flip the hammer first, right?
Yeah.
I had ladder toss too. Actually, I had ladder toss, which is like.
Oh, I forgot about that game.
Ladder golf or testicle toss.
Yes, I love that game. That go with your tubular meat.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah,
that was awesome. I loved that.
I do love that game.
I had fruits or vegetables fresh from the garden because we've always had a garden. So snap peas floating around, well, big raspberry plants, tomatoes when the time's right. So to me, it's summer. You're always getting something out of the garden to eat.
Yes, tomatoes for sure is on the list.
Man, all right. Anything else on the honorable mentions? No. All right. Well, I guess that rounds out our draft, and that brings us pretty much to the end of the episode. Then, and we can I got some affiliates that I want to link. Maybe you're having a barbecue, you're having a cookout this summer, and you're like, man, I need some things. Oh yeah,
a drink spot or chill. That would
a drink spot or chill
barbecue
would have been a great miscellaneous choice. We've all made a huge mistake. Get out and buy a drink spot or chill. Use code Matt for 16% off your order.
Keith BTW, does that work?
Yeah, Keith BTW. That works on glazesearch.com. But check out our affiliates. They're great for barbecues like Obsidian Ammonia, Barbell Rescue, Plate Snacks, Home Gym Con. Make sure you're wearing pants, belt fed strength, Freedom Fitness equipment. Yeah. And the Strength Co apparel. I don't know if you can buy pants there, but I hope you can from Gym Con. Use code unpaid there. You'll, I think, save money. I don't know. I don't deal with that side of things. But make sure to check out our affiliates. They're great. We love them. They're the best products that have ever existed next to all of the things that Massonomics also sells. We'll go around the horn really quick. Where can we find everybody? Where's everyone located on the internet? Katie, where can we find you?
I am on Instagram as Moorhead_K or NPZ_strongman for the lifting activities.
Big Matt, what accounts are we supposed to follow? Where are we supposed to find you?
You should totally follow Actually Squat Videos because that's where you actually find squat videos, or mostly strongman. Actually, I haven't done a lot of squat videos recently, but we're gonna fix that pretty soon here, maybe after July.
That's good because I'm about to unfollow. I'm getting upset. Chris,
you can find me on Instagram at beerbelly_list.
Classic. My wife will. My wife. She'll be like, some beer belly guy liked my flower post. And I'm like, yeah, that's Chris. He's got to count on him.
You got to get attraction, man.
I always think that's funny. She's like, some beer belly guy? I was like, oh, that's Chris. He's good. You're good. You're safe. Big Jen, where can we find you?
You can find me Big Jen on Discord if you're cool and you're a member, or you can find me at GetStrongGen24 on Instagram.
Jen, let me ask you a question. If you wanted to become a member, how would you do that? What's that mean? How would you get to that?
Well, first of all, you have to be awesome, and you have to pay at least $3 to Massonomics every month. You have to ensure your credit card's always up to date, and it recurs. And you go to Massonomics/join.
Massonomics.com/join. You heard that here first. If you're awesome, if you have $3 on a monthly basis, slide on over to massonomics.com/join, become part of the crew, maybe eventually show up on this podcast and mock me about choosing Scotcheroos. But if you want to slide into my DMs and you want to tell me about your opinions on Scotcheroos, you can find me at Nate E561 on I almost said on Gmail, on Instagram. You can find me there. You can find me at glazesearch.com. You can find me at strongmanscoreboard.com. If you are a strongman promoter or know a strongman promoter or are competing in a strongman competition and you say, I need a scoreboard, strongmanscoreboard.com. Get there, buy it, use it. It'll change your life. I think there's free trials now. You can try it before you buy it. It's great. Use it. Please use it. Please buy it. Please, someone come out here. We love it. And if you're going to the Lift Hard Live Easy, you'll see it there. And then more importantly, go follow us, the podcast, Unpaid Intern Podcast. Nope, that's not it. It's right here. I'm reading it and I read it wrong. Unpaid and Underrated Podcast on Instagram, unpaidinternpodcast.com. You can find that, the website, the YouTube. I don't know. There's no link there. Keith just wrote YouTube parenthesis or colon. So I don't know what that's about, but follow us on YouTube. Go to the website, go to the Instagram. We've got big things coming even for podcast planning. I built a whole new app for Keith and Joey. Things are going to get crazy out here. So things are getting really serious. And you know what that means? That means we'll keep coming. We'll keep going. And that means we'll see you next Tuesday.
I also had waiting in the pool, but I didn't say it on the pod.
Then you'd have to bring a pool.
Yeah. What pool?
We grew up with a pool, and my friends have a pool, and I'm there almost every weekend.
I was almost going to say lake.
We'll post it in December 25th.
Just a lake.
Because water is just as good as fire.
Yeah. It's just funny to think about, like, well, I didn't have a lake here before, but I picked it, so now we got a lake.
We go back and forth all the time on getting a pool. And both of us, our parents have had pools, and I'm like, I look at what they went through to open it and close it every year, and I'm like, I don't want that at all.
Yeah, you should probably get one.
I'll use her parents right now.
Oh, I guess if you have access to a pool.
Yeah, it's always nice. Like my dad always had a boat, and then when I was older, then we just went on his boat because I don't want to pay for the boat.
You don't want a boat. You want to have a friend who has a boat.
Yeah.
Same with the pool. I don't want to do the maintenance.
Same with a strongman gym. You want a friend that has a strongman gym.
That's right.
It is true. It's expensive.
Yeah. Because then you can't buy computers.
If you find, the best thing to do is really to find a brewery owner who has a strongman gym and then becomes your friend.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's the key. If only I had friends who owned anything or friends in general, but all I have is robots and people who try to kill me. So, well, about time to head on in.
Time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
Yeah, about to head out.
See you guys in a couple of weeks, most of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast it's coming back up.
Feels like we just left.
Right?
Nick's like one of the last OG that I haven't met in person, and it's really sad.
Again, someone just needs to invite me, and I could finally make it out, but no one said I could come.
Mm-hmm.
I finally get to meet David Hunter this time. I'm so excited to at least get him off the list. I feel like I've met Katie. Maybe I talk to Katie all the time too, but I feel like I've met you, Katie.
Nope.
Okay,
if Keith gets his new laptop, maybe it'll have enough storage for Nate to come out next year.
I can bring the whole large language model. Fits right on his machine.
Nate, you can sleep on my floor in the Ramcota if you want.
Yeah?
I'll let you.
All right.
It'll be a different year, I'll tell you that. With different change of scenery for the venue, and we're hitting a new bar Thursday night.
Yeah.
I don't like change.
Change. No change.
Already
we bring pants.
Yeah.
Bring pants, yeah.
What, we're not going to Packers?
Dogs. Yeah.
I can't wait. I was
talking to my friend Jen, who went the first year, and she asked where it was this year, and I said not in the Odie, and she said, "Oh my God." I told her, I know I'm mad because if you think of it like a dive bar, well, everybody wants to go to the dive bar, and I felt like that was the mood that the Odie put off. I don't care if it was a little bit hot. I liked it. I liked the atmosphere there.
Listen, Keith is spoiled by his basement. He doesn't, now that he's in a garage, maybe he'll toughen up and he'll come back around on the Odie.
I guess she's also seen me lift in a convention hall before that had no windows, and it's just no fun. So that kind of stinks. But
I think you guys will bring the fun.
I hope so.
There'll be no lack of fun. But yeah, apparently I'm going to sleep on Matt's floor. So
Matt, you got a CPAP though. I can't share that. I'm sorry.
As long as I can cuddle up next to you after you fall asleep, that's fine.
Foot of my bed.
Yeah.
You gotta say the foot of the
Okay, that's fine. Like Ruth or whatever. I wonder what the energy bill is at the Ramcota with all the CPAPs running.
It's gonna be some.
That's gonna hate us.
Is everyone doing Thursday through Sunday? Or are you guys staying till Monday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Friday to Sunday.
That first Live Fire Live Easy with Chris, myself, and the 6:30 flight the next Sunday. That was awful. And I'm so glad that the 4:30 flight exists now. I don't know if this is like people going there, like a greater increase in people going to Live Fire Live Easy, but like I signed up at the 4:30 the first year and like, nah, sorry, we don't have that flight anymore. But you can leave at 6:30 instead. But yeah, hopefully it still happens again this year because that was huge.
Changed your life. Almost 12-hour difference.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got to figure out how to sleep on floors. I got to see if I can fly with an air mattress. Oh, you're the best, Matt.
Yeah, even a blanket.
Wow. I was going to bring my own.
Just call down and get a cot.
Roll it up. Roll it up. All right. I'll sleep on your floor. Book it. I'll make the 18-hour drive.
It's already booked, baby. I think I got 2 queens, so you're good.
Oh, I can sleep on a bed?
Oh, I didn't say you can sleep in a bed. I'm going to push the 2 queens together and get myself a super queen, but you can still sleep on the floor. Okay, I'll let you sleep next to the AC unit, though.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Is that the AC? Does that just mean your CPAP?
Yeah.
Okay.
The exhaust. Yeah. Oh, I have a plantar fasciitis boot now that I have to wear in bed, and my wife, I got it yesterday, and she sees me putting on the CPAP and the plantar fasciitis boot. She's like, "What is wrong with you?"
Just a broken man.
Yeah. I said, "Well, the plantar fasciitis boot is eventually going to go away. The CPAP's there forever. It's not."
What? I've never even heard of such things.
Plantar fasciitis?
Yeah. Yes, I've heard of that, but not the boot.
So I've had it since like September, and I thought it was like a heel spur or a bone spur from the x-rays and stuff, but they're like, no, just try this. And like, there's a 90% chance it's going to go away. So I don't know, here's hoping, but yeah, it's just awful.
What's the boot supposed to do?
It basically, like, it brings your foot back, like it's dorsal flexion.
So
it brings your foot back like this, and it basically stretches out that plantar fascia. Is that right? Yeah, the fascia, and pushing that back and stretching out. It's like doing a calf stretch, but like all night.
Interesting.
So,
are you doing all your stretches and stuff too?
So I'm starting to do it now, but I actually stepped out of bed this morning, and my foot didn't have shooting first time in a while. So I'm very happy.
That's dope.
Yeah,
man. Iron Man.
Getting old.
Yeah, no kidding. A lot to look forward to.
Yeah, we can't all be like 30 like you, Nate.
Well, I'm not even 30 yet. Not till November.
Are you serious?
Only
a baby.
I'm 20. Listen, I have 3 children though, so I just when someone's like, "You're so young," I'm like, "I'm not." Like 3 children.
I have to add at least 10 years.
I got married at 21. I've got 3 kids. Like, I might as well be 40 at this point. What's it even matter?
That is true.
I hang with all the oldies. That's all you old farts. You're playing fasciitis boots and whatnot. Grandpa's over here.
Yeah, when you said like, oh, like I'm almost 30 or whatever, that podcast, I'm like, I don't even know Nate anymore. Who is this guy?
I like to keep all the mysteries. Yeah, man. I can't wait to share that puke story though. That'll be great. Be great.
Your wife had to laugh. Yes. There's no way she didn't laugh when you put this boot thing on.
Oh yeah.
And, oh my.
Did
you look at it? What it looks like?
Backside of her leg, everything.
Yes.
She loves it. She's like, why are you doing this to your body? I'm like, no, it's gonna go away. Don't worry.
Boot stays on, babe.
Yeah, the boot stays on.
The CPAP mask stays on. CPAP mask stays on too.
Listen, you want me to die?
You can scratch me with your boot again.
Oh, bye, Katie.
Bye, Katie.
Oh man, yeah, this boot's awesome, dude. Don't let him get down on you. This thing's awesome. All right.
I remember when I was in my 20s and I was invincible.
I'm far from invincible. I'm a broken man.
Life was good.
I'm a very broken man.
Good old days.
Being young.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what that enables me to? Sleep on the floor of my good buddy Matt's
There you go.
hotel room.
What time you going to wake up, Chris? Like 2 hours?
Yeah, my alarm clock will go off at 2:50.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I hope it was worth it picking cupcakes.
You don't have anything important to do. That's fine.
Friday's an easy day, so it's not that bad.
Hey, it's Gary.
All right, let's start the episode over again. You guys here?
New picks.
All right, so my barbecue picks.
Man.
And I'm still taking cupcakes.
Gary, are you coming out to the Lift Hard, Live Easy?
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Cool. Are you packing pants?
I wasn't planning to, honestly.
Okay.
I'm probably just taking shorts. But all the mosquito talk has me second guessing that decision.
Are you packing?
You better bring bug spray then.
Yeah.
Are you gonna bring pants, Jen? From everything I've heard, it seems like a poor choice to have pants. I guess if you're in the Ramkota, maybe with all the AC, you might want them. It might get chilly.
You know, call me weird, but I can't drive 8 hours with shorts. So I do wear sweatpants when I drive. Or joggers when I drive.
We need the breakaway pants like basketball players have.
I've got a pair of those.
I think that's the move.
They might be a little small on me now, but I'll just have to go find those. I think I did a Massonomics video with those at one point. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna go pack my pants. These memes of Keith are fantastic.
Are they still rolling in?
No, I just keep looking at them. Yeah.
The Jake with the Harry Potter one, I think, took the cake.
It's very funny. That's just his face is so.
Which section are you guys looking at?
How to get strong training. Have you not seen them yet?
No, I haven't. I'm woefully behind. I had a busy day at work today, so I'm woefully behind on Discord.
It was only posted around 7:30 anyway, so you were already on.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You found him.
Chicken big one.
Chicken big one is really good.
It's my favorite.
What have I done?
This is how I envision everybody listening or watching Discord. I love it.
I feel so bad for making fun of Keith at this point because I've been doing it since Big David. I haven't been able to make fun of Big David, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, Matt's gonna have a time making his own tonight.
I'm gonna pick somebody new to have a feud with next year, though. I think Keith is gonna kill me if I keep feuding him. Sounds like this Ohio crew thing's pretty weak. I mean, DC area crew, we go out to each other's meets and meet each other at concerts and stuff like that. We all support each other, but you Ohio people, I don't know.
It's such a big state.
It is such a big state. It's not New York, but it's a pretty big state.
Big state. Well, Tom asked me, he's like, "Hey, do you want to go to Kevin's Strongman show?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Just tell me what day it is. I haven't been keeping track." And he's like, "Okay." And then the other day I got on Instagram and Kevin's like, "Here's how my Strongman show went." And I was like, "Tom, what the heck? I thought we were going to this." I thought we were going to that. I was so mad. I'm bummed. I wanted to go down to Columbus or wherever the heck the Dildo Strongman show was.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
The week after Lift Hard Live Easy, Jack and Ginger will be up here. So I'm going to drive up on the following Saturday and go watch him lift.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
An hour and a half ride, so it's not too bad.
What meets he doing?
He's doing the nationals for whatever UPL is. It's a USPA or WRPF whenever it was gone. So he's gone.
Who could keep track?
Yeah. We need more federation.
Absolutely.
We're watching Righteous Gemstones right now. My wife, she's like, "Which one's your friend? Which one's your friend?" I'm like, that's our guy. It's the one over there.
Hong Kong.